All right, at this moment, President Trump is in Asia as part of a broader push on trade and security. He touched down a short time ago in Japan ahead of talks Thursday with South Korea and in South Korea with China's president. That meeting will bring with it a framework of a deal to avoid imposing an additional 100% tariff on China imports. Meanwhile, one leader Trump will not be meeting with this trip is Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney. The president is still a little miffed over the commercials criticizing his tariffs by citing a speech from former President Ronald Reagan. Let's make sense of this and bring in one of our trusted experts on tariff turmoil is Professor Sina Golara from the Georgia State. He's a Georgia State assistant professor on the supply chain management. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
All right. The tariffs, we're seeing the tariffs being used again as a key foreign policy tool here. What's driving this shift back towards friction instead of cooperation?
Well, I think it's a very easy tool to use. Basically slapping taxes on trade flows. So that makes it more attractive to the administration, and this fits within their broader policy of protecting domestic economic activity. But whether the implications and whether it will work is a different story.
So when we talk about China, we heard that the U.S. and China have a framework to avoid 100% tariffs there. How fragile are deals like this when the chain supplies are so intertwined?
Supply chains are very delicate creatures. They take decades to build, and from a business owner perspective, you spend years and years going through working with many suppliers, figuring out which ones are more reliable over time, finding that one or two that you can really rely on, they can supply the quality you want, and so dropping these, don't want to say overnight, but over a year. Taxes on them kind of makes business planning very difficult. Finding substitutes are also difficult. So this just makes the job of businessmen very challenging. And but as far as trade deals, I think all sides are incentivized in the long run to keep trade going on. Most likely they will try to find different exceptions, different frameworks where they can cooperate with each other while keeping some level of tariffs in place.
Professor Golara, I don't know if you saw that commercial that with former President Ronald Reagan. What kind of impact could that have on consumer prices like cars, appliances, and so forth?
So basically, the idea in the ad was. When you impose tariffs, it basically raises the cost of business for everybody. A big part of that would also be for domestic manufacturers, and then they will transfer all that cost to consumers. So basically, your own consumers are paying some or arguably most of the cost of these tariffs, and so that will raise the cost of certain products for people, and plus, it also impacts all the supply chain links that we have built over the years. It's basically an added cost for everybody.
Yeah, something that we really don't want around here, right? Georgia companies often rely on components that move through North America. How could this rift with Canada ripple through logistics hubs like Savannah and Hartsfield-Jackson?
So Georgia is a very big supply chain hub. It's one of the most trade-dependent states in the United States. About more than 20% of the Georgia economy depends on trade. A lot of that is with China, Germany, South Korea. A lot less with Canada, just because of how the route works. But in general, the auto tariffs and the China tariffs impact Georgia a lot. Direct imports from Canada are a lot less to Georgia, but to the broader nation, it's very substantial.
Yeah. How does the broader scheme fit into all this? Are we talking about more about economics, politics, or just leverage ahead of bigger trade negotiations?
I think, that gets into the realm of political analysis, and I think from an economic view. This is a tool that many governments like to use, again, because it's very easy. You just jack up a single number, but the implications will not be known for many years. and they're very vague and difficult to measure. So that kind of that makes you see the positive side easily and the negative side very difficult.
Yeah.
But in the broader scheme, we know there's, globally and also in the United States, there's this push towards protecting domestic manufacturing, and so that's all part of that. And we see, this country by country raising tariffs on particular issues, and then one by one creating these trade negotiations, which to me it seems like a very long process, but we've seen partial success so far. But lots of deals are still up in the air and creating lots of uncertainty so far for business.
Got it. Professor Golara, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate your insight on this topic.
Thank you very much.